Okay, so I've had my first successful print. One of the previous ones from the M3D I had before that failed pretty hard was this little guy right here. And this is literally the piece that I've just 3D printed here, which now has a bearing support. I probably need to drop this about another 0.5 millimeter or 1 millimeter to get that bearing a little bit tighter in there, but it looks like it's going to work flawlessly. This piece fits in the Hatchbox spool great. So I'm going to post this model up on Thingiverse, which is going to be nice. But in theory, you should be able to print this out, stick a skateboard bearing, just like one of these little guys right here, in here. Yep, just dropped it. Anyway, and you should have this thing to be able to ride on bearings, and PVC pipe is cheap. I mean, this is like maybe $4 worth of parts here, so including the wood, maybe $5. Not difficult at all. So the next thing I'm going to 3D print is this little guy right here. And this is just a hollow ball. I'm actually going to stick LEDs in all of these holes. And, I mean, I can take this and I can sort of rotate around a little bit if I can find my mouse here. So that's the model itself. And as you can see, it's going to be hollow inside. So I could choose to print this with supports, but I feel like it's going to be relatively well done without supports. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the print button. I've selected ultra low because realistically I'm probably going to have to stick a drill bit in that to get it to fit an LED. Fill density I've hit high because high fill density is something like, I want to say it's like medium compared to MakerBot, so we'll see how that works out. It should be little tiny squares that it prints out in there, so I'm totally okay with that. Use support material, I'm going to hit no because I don't want it to fill in the entire ball. Use model on model support, that would realistically just fill in the holes. I'm going to skip that one too. Wave bonding I'm going to use so that it sticks to the print bed a little bit better. And raft I'm going to use, and the raft is probably not going to be one solid piece this time. So, let's see how we get this thing going. Typical. They just want you to wait more. Figures. So the ultra low print speed should mean that it should print relatively quick. And I'm really excited to see how well this little ball works out, because if this works well for one of them, I'm going to print 2 of them, start spinning them, and enter them in the Thingiverse competition. And if anyone wants to learn poi, there's absolutely a way to do that on the internet. Start now. It's going to give me a few more things to warn me about. I guess I didn't simplify the model at all. I designed this in Rhinoceros 3D. You can see right here, this is the program I used. I learned this at my community college when I went for a computer-aided drawing. So I guess I didn't simplify the model at all, which is not a big problem, I don't think. It just takes a little bit extra time there. That's how long my 2010 gaming laptop ASUS took to process that, so that's not horrible at all. And this guy's getting started, so it's going to pull to the top right, get going, and we'll see how it turns out. Check back in a couple hours.